Got smile on my TV, you see crap when I'm teasing. Peace on me, sponsored by Reese's. Lately been tasting that set, my defenses increasing. Back on that corner like Durant Reeves.
This week's Gumball's Goats is very interesting. And I think, and the reason why I wanted to, and Tony, the reason why I wanted to save some time for this is because I think there's going to be a lot of conversation on whether it's you guys or whether it's, the people watching. I think there's going to be a lot of different thoughts on this week's Gumball Goats. So this week's Gumball's Goats top 5 are the most realistic and best trade options for Kevin Durant.
And did we say we were doing an audible mention for this?
There is absolutely an honorable mention for this. So, as always, or for the most part, we will with honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
The first member, I guess not technically the first member, but the first part of Gumball's Goats, the honorable mention, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, I understand that they're still in the playoffs, and we actually just got done talking about it. But if they lose, it's going to be a very interesting conversation. The T-Wolves have one of the best young and up-and-coming stars in the NBA in Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. He has now led his team to back-to-back Western Conference Finals appearances for the first time in their franchise history. Now, the series is 2-1 in favor of the Oklahoma City Thunder, so the Wolves are, of course, still in the series. But if the Minnesota Timberwolves were to lose in the Western Conference Finals for 2 years back-to-back, they could be looking for somebody to get them over the hump. And, I hope I didn't forget to mention that Anthony Edwards, his favorite player was Kevin Durant. So I didn't want to throw that out there. So, honorable mention.
Interesting. Starting off well. I like it. Now I got to see who you got at number 6.
Numero 5. The Denver Nuggets. Now, I know you're looking, they got the best player in the world. If you watch the Denver Nuggets today, you could see that they were missing something. This may come as a surprise to some people as a team that could be a good fit for Kevin Durant. They haven't been talked about very much. But when you really look at it, yes, like I said, the Nuggets do have the best player in the world. But that's about it in terms of consistent scoring. In 2023, he had Jamal Murray, a consistent scorer. He had Michael Porter Jr., a consistent scorer. Those guys haven't been that for the past 2 years. The Nuggets did win they did win the chip in 2023. And I'm sure they're looking to win another one with Nikola Jokic. Again, the best world still in his prime. Jokic was great in this year's playoffs, but he had no one to go along with him. And who better to go along and add a scoring piece than a professional bucket getter and the Slim Reaper, Kevin Durant, who just so happens to be available. Number 5, the Denver Nuggets.
With the Joker, huh? Interesting. Can't wait to hear what the fellas got to say about that. But for now, numero 4.
My very good friend, and unfortunately, I think he might like this a little bit. He might have a different thought or two. The Miami Heat. Now, again, like I said, unfortunately, I know, David Largo, D-Lo, he might like this, but the Miami Heat could be a very interesting team for a trade destination for Kevin Durant. He could be very interesting because to pair Durant with Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero in a Jason Tatum-less Eastern Conference, and the reason why I bring up Jason Tatum is because Jason Tatum has become the owner of the Miami Heat, FYI, could be very enticing for Pat Riley and the Miami Heat. The question is, how much and what would Pat Riley be willing to give up for a 36-year-old, going to be 37-year-old superstar, Kevin Durant? Number 4, Miami Heat.
KD back in the East. Woo! Yeah, I don't like it. Numero 3.
Now, See, I don't even know if I'm going to get hate for this one. I don't know if I'm going to get thrashed for this one. My Phoenix Suns. I know. Yes, no, he's already on the team. And I know you're all looking at me like this stupid idiot has been saying Kevin Durant is out of Phoenix for however long now. Now he's saying that he might be a fit there? No. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that it's a possibility. While KD is still one of the best players in the NBA, he is also 36, going to be 37 by the start of next season. The reason why I say that is because the Suns may not get an offer they're looking for in the Kevin Durant trade. Because of that, it may just be smarter to keep the 36-year-old superstar and run it back with Devin Booker. But none of that is possible. I'm talking none of that is possible without getting rid of Bradley Beal. Whether it's trading him, whether it's waiving him, got to get rid of Bradley Beal. Tony, you got to get rid of him, or else Kevin Durant has to go.
Deal the Bill, huh?
Got to deal the Beal.
Deal the Bill. Hey, I'm not mad with that one because I am actually the person who said that he would be the next year, so works for me. Numero dos.
Another team that is still in these playoffs. The New York Knickerbockers. Yes, I said Knickerbockers. The New York Knicks are having the best season they have had in about 25 years. To put that into perspective, I'm about to be 23 years old, and the last time the Knicks made the conference finals, I was -2. I just wanted to throw that out there. Now, they are still in it after winning Game 3 tonight, but if they do end up losing this series, don't be surprised if they make a move for another star like KD to pair with Jalen Brunson and Cat, because they made 2 big moves this offseason. They traded for not only Mikal Bridges, but Karl Anthony Towns. And so when you look at what they've been willing to do, I wouldn't put it past them. If they lose this series, I would not put it past them to go out and get a star like Kevin Durant to add even more scoring to what they've been able to do so far. So, number 2, the New York Knicks.
Not bad. They might have to make a move. But let's see who you got at the top of the bottom. This got to be crazy. Number 1 spot for KD on Gumball's Ghost. Let's hear it. Numero uno, as my very, very good brother says, Tone. The Houston Rockets. Now, yes, they have been probably the most rumored team to get Kevin Durant. And I believe it's for a good reason. The Rockets won 52 games this year, but the number one aspect they struggle in the most just so happens to be the number one aspect that Kevin Durant is great at. In fact, in my opinion, the best ever at putting the ball in the basket. And so now again, it all depends on what you have to bring in and what you have to send out and give away. But if you bring in a guy like Kevin Durant to pair him with Alperen Sengun and Amen Thompson and Dylan Brooks and some of these other guys that can play defense, that can play two sides of the ball, it's not so bad bringing in a guy who has, again, in my opinion, the best ever to put the ball in the basket in the Houston Rockets. So, number 1, in my opinion, the most realistic and best fit for Kevin Durant if the Suns were to trade him, the Houston Rockets. All right, I'd have to second that. They do have a lot of value over there.
Gotta find my way to you.